Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of Nostalgia Merchants, and today on the channel we are building a team of trophyless players on FIFA 15 as of 2025, November 2025, as I'm recording this. None of these players have won a trophy. Some are still playing, so that could change, and this is all according to Transfermarkt, where I've done my research. So if any are wrong, please let me know. And if there are any other players that could fit the bill as well and get into the team, please let me know as well. And as always, this is one I would like to do as a full series, like a career mode. But if you guys want to see it, that's the main thing. So please let me know in the comments if you want to see me do a series with this team to try and win them a trophy. That'd be fun. I feel like that's one of my better ideas that I've had. But obviously, if you guys don't want to see it, then we won't do it. But it's one I would like to do. If you just want to see it, please let me know. And it's something we'll probably do next year. But yeah, look, let me stop waffling. Let's go through the team, and then we're going to play a quick little game to see how the team plays, as always, on these kind of videos. And yeah, let's go through the team. Now, Vito Mannone, interesting because he was at Arsenal. I think he was at Lille, a couple other teams that probably should have won a trophy or have won a trophy, and maybe he wasn't in the team. Maybe he just wasn't, I don't know, maybe he just didn't win with these teams. Well, he obviously didn't because he's in the team, but yeah, an interesting one considering the teams he's been at. Seamus Coleman, not as surprising. Been at Everton his whole career pretty much. And they haven't won a trophy since the 90s, maybe? The early 2000s? I don't know why 2005's in my head. And like the 90s. I don't know. I'm sure it's the 90s though. It must be the 90s. Winston Reid, a very decent player. Could have got a big move to Arsenal, but never made that move. And yeah, just never won a trophy. It's interesting because there was a time where he was really like highly rated and just, yeah, never got the move. Now, Alessandro Gambarini, considering some of the teams he's played for, I'm very surprised he's never won a trophy, but apparently he hasn't, and yeah, that's why he's in the team. Leighton Baines, similarly to Seamus Coleman, I mean, that fullback partnership was unbelievable back in the day. But yeah, Leighton Baines spent most of his career at Everton, haven't won a trophy for years, and so neither has he. Now, the next player, Antonio Nocerino, I'm really surprised. I mean, he was at AC Milan, he's at a couple teams. I know he was at West Ham as well for like a loan spell, but I'm shocked that he's never won a trophy. I don't know if these are right, but like some of them don't feel like they're real. I did the research and apparently this is all correct, but yeah, crazy. Borja Valera, a very decent midfielder in his day. Was at Fiorentina for a while, a couple other clubs, but yeah, just never picked up a trophy. And Zogbia, not as surprising. I think he was at the lower level in the Prem in terms of teams he went to. I mean, Villa are a good team now. They weren't, I think they were up and down at that point. Like lower in the league, and I think they even got relegated around the time he was there. I could be wrong, but roughly. Roman Alessandrini, now I believe he was at Marseille for a while, and actually the player after this that shocked me even more was also at Marseille. So Marseille just must have not won anything for a while, at least when these guys were playing. And I'm going to go to the next player because this one shocked me. Dimitri Payet has never won a trophy. Now he is still playing, I believe he's like 37 now. I think he's playing in Mexico. I could be wrong, but there is time. Hopefully he wins a trophy before he retires, but crazy that he never has. Now, this next player, it's understandable why he hadn't won a trophy, because I don't believe he was at like a huge team that were winning trophies, but considering the level of player he was, the fact that he's never won a trophy shocked me. Antonio Di Natale, what a player back in the day. Kind of one of those players that peaked later in his career, but an unbelievable player on his day, and winning a trophy is just criminal to me. Yeah, I can't believe it. Scott Parker, I think that's a little bit more understandable. He was at West Ham for a while, went to Tottenham and then Fulham, and yeah, just went around clubs that hadn't won trophies for a while. And yeah, good player, but hopefully as a manager he'll go on to win a trophy at some point. Oh, he did win the championship, to be fair, as a manager. But yeah. Kevin Volland. Now, this one's interesting because he had a very interesting start to his career. Very promising player. Got a team of the season and looked to be really, promising. And yeah, just kind of never went anywhere and has never won a trophy either. I assume he's still playing somewhere. I'm sure he's still playing. So yeah, maybe he could turn it around and get one. But yeah, crazy. Stephen Coulcott, less surprising, was at QPR. Reading, I don't know if he was at Reading. I know he's at QPR. Wait, was he? I'm getting confused now. I did the research. I should keep this research on hand so I don't doubt myself throughout the video. Yannick Bolasie was at Palace for a long time, and they only won their first trophy last season. A really good player in his day, though. I mean, a very fun player to watch. Xabi Prieto spent a lot of his career at Real Sociedad, maybe his whole career. They haven't won a trophy for a while, or at least while he was playing, and yeah, just never picked up a trophy. Andoni Iraola spent a lot of his career, if not all of it, at Bilbao. I'm pretty sure he will win a trophy as a manager. He's way too good of a manager not to do that in his career, but as a player, never managed to pick one up. Julian Speroni, similar to Balassi, spent a lot of his time at Palace and at lower league teams, or lower teams in the league. Sorry, just never was at a team that was really thriving, so understandable. Similarly to Junior Hoylett, decent on his day, but never really lit the league alight, and yeah, it was just kind of in the Championship quite a bit, and when he came to the Prem, it was teams that were kind of in and around the bottom, and yeah, never won a trophy. Danny Rose now spent a lot of his career at Tottenham. Obviously, they only won their first trophy in like 17 years last season, so understandable why he hasn't won. I believe, is he still playing? No, he retired. I'm pretty sure he's retired now. Mark Noble. Now this one's sad because literally the year after he retired, West Ham won a trophy. He spent his whole career at West Ham, and the year after he retires, they win a trophy, winning the Conference League, of course. Yeah, that's sad. If he'd have just stayed one more season, he'd have picked up a big trophy, and yeah, gutting. It is gutting. Jason Puncheon, of course, we've got a couple Crystal Palace players in here, actually. Kind of fits the bill of the other players in the lower leagues, in the lower parts of the table, and never really picked up any trophies. And finally, last but not least, Richard Dunn, the own goal master, has not picked up a major trophy either. I'm sure he picked up a youth trophy. I'm sure he's one of the ones I saw that picked up a youth trophy. Could be wrong. As I said, I should have had this research on hand. But yeah, look, that is the full squad of players. Some interesting players, a few younger players, a couple older players. A good mix. I think it's a decently balanced team. But yeah, look, as I've said before, if you want to see a full series with this squad to do a career mode, and if there's any other players that fit the bill and that are in FIFA 15, please let me know, because I'll add them to the squad and we'll do the series. I've also put them in Morecambe in Morecambe's team, because according to Transfermarkt, they have also never won a trophy. So Morecambe not having won a trophy, with a team of players that haven't won a trophy, it'd be cool to do a career where we can try and win them that. I mean, hopefully it'd just be a one-season thing. We could get it done in the first season. Maybe stick them in the Bundesliga or something, because that's what Harry Kane did to get a trophy. So it'd be quite funny to just throw Morecambe and this team of players in the Bundesliga and try and win it. But yeah, look, I'm going to get into a game now. I've been waffling long enough, and let's hope we can win this game. And here we go against Inter Milan, the team of trophyless players. Can they do it? Can they get the win? Against a decent Inter Milan side as well. Palacio, Icardi up front. I think they've got Brozovic, Kovacic as well have they got. Campagnaro. A couple decent players in the Inter Milan side. It is scrolling along at the bottom, so you will get to see it. Yeah, Juan Jesus, some decent players. Davide Santon, who has appeared on one of these videos already. But Inter Milan are attacking down this right-hand side. And I've slid in, and I haven't won the ball. And it's a ball into the box that Manone has to come and claim. A decent start to the game for Inter Milan. And we need to play a little bit better if we're going to win this. Di Natale on the ball. Alessandrini in support. Can Alessandrini get through? Alessandrini through on goal. And it's a fantastic finish in the 8th minute for Roman Alessandrini, assisted by Di Natale. But a lot of the work was done by Alessandrini down that left-hand side. It looked like to slow down a little bit, but he didn't. He got there, and the sliding shot. Actually, I thought it was at the far post. I think he got it in at the near post. I don't actually know. Has he got a touch on that, the keeper? I think it's gone to the right side of him. An interesting finish. This obviously sold the keeper and me. And we do go 1-0 up. Inter Milan on the attack here. And it's a ball in behind for Palacio, who hits the post. I think he might have been offside in the end, but that was dangerous. And Inter Milan showing some warning signs. Yeah, he was just offside there. A good effort nonetheless. Nocerino wins the ball and plays it to Alessandrini. Oh, a lovely bit of dribbling from the winger. Alessandrini trying to cut in on his right foot. Alessandrini with the shot, and it's easily caught by Handanovic. And that is the end of the first half. A decent half for us. Inter Milan had a chance or two. One was offside, to be fair, but we are 1-0 up. And that is the main thing. Hopefully we can keep that going. And here we go into the second half. And hopefully we can keep going and get another goal maybe. But the win is the most important thing. I know it's only a friendly, but I think I'm unbeaten in these like one-off videos so far. So I want to keep that run going. And the Trophyless team need a win. So even though there's no trophy on the line, need to win nevertheless to get used to that feel of winning. Di Natale. He's got a lot of work to do here. But if anyone can do it, it's this man. Antonio Di Natale running through. Di Natale with the shot. Forces a good save from Handanovic. A lovely bit of work from Di Natale there to get the shot away. Create the space for himself. Beautiful stuff from the captain. Di Natale into Payet. Payet returns the favour. Di Natale surely through here. It's good defending. Juan Jesus is quick. But Di Natale's quicker. And he's got the shot away. Oh, it's a good effort. Di Natale is going to be a problem for a lot of defences. That is unreal from the forward. On his weak foot, though. And it goes wide. Inter Milan could be on the attack here. Gamberini slid in. Hasn't won the ball. I don't know what's happened. Surely he's offside. I don't know how he's missed. That is a real bad bit of defending from us there. And somehow they've gone through and missed an absolute sitter. Not even hit the target. Oof. You know what? I'm going to make a sub or two. It is the 70th minute. I'm going to put Alessandrini on the right. And Zogbia hasn't done much. I'm going to bring Balassi in. And you know what? I'm going to bring Scott Parker in for Nocerino. And why not? Let's bring one more. You know what? Let's bring Richard Dunn in for Winston Reid. Richard Dunn comes into the team. Could be a silly change on my part, but got to use the squad. Get some of the other Trophyless boys on the pitch. And let's hope we can keep the 1-0 lead and hopefully extend it. Borja Valera winning the ball well in midfield. Finds Dimitri Payet with a first-time ball into Di Natale. Di Natale's got the pace. He's through on goal, one-on-one. It's a good save, and the rebound falls to none other than Scott Parker, who puts it away into an open net. And Scott Parker off the bench, getting the second, and hopefully securing the win. A good run from Di Natale. Probably should have put it away. Handanovic parries it, and Scott Parker is there to pounce. And he puts it away, and that is 2-0. Yannick Balassi wins the ball. Oh, lovely little scoop turn from Balassi. Balassi plays it into Borja Valero. Borja Valero back to Balassi. He's through on goal. He gets the shot and he gets the goal. And I think, is he offside? Oh no, he just didn't celebrate. It's a fantastic finish. A great bit of play between Borja Valero and Balassi. And he gets the goal and makes it 3-0. Inter Milan with the ball out wide here at the end of the game. Could they get a consolation? They've still got the ball. I can't get it off them. Icardi with the ball. He's keeping it really well. How has Icardi still got the ball and he gets the shot away and Manone has to pull out a great save? And at the end of the game, Inter Milan causing us issues. But for the overall game, we absolutely just, tore them apart. A lovely 3-0 win. A couple of lovely goals from us as well. And look, the Trophyless team doing their thing. Beating a pretty decent Inter Milan side and proving that maybe they could go on to win. Oh, wow. That counted as a Campagnaro own goal. I mean, we saw the replay quite a few times. It didn't look like it. It looked like a really nice finesse shot. It didn't look like they deflected at all, but apparently Balassi doesn't get the goal, which is why he obviously didn't celebrate. But at the end of the game, Gamberini, wow, gets man of the match. 5 out of 6 tackles attempted, he won. But same as Borja Valero, to be fair. Di Natale with a 7.9. Alessandrini with an 8.1. Yeah, some decent players. Vito Manone had a good game in goal as well. But overall, I'm happy with that team. The team plays pretty well. Some really good players, and we've got players off the bench that can make an impact as well. But look, as I always say, if you want to see a full series with this team to try and win a trophy, please let me know. It would be a fun one, but it's completely up to you guys if you want to see it. But yeah, look, thank you so much for watching, and I really do hope to see you again in the next one.